All right, so I am now live on YouTube. Let me just double check and make sure, but I should be live on YouTube for sure. Let's see my channel. Cool. I am live on YouTube right now, and that's where I'm going to show most of this. All right, let me go ahead and share this in the from data to Dispo. All right, cool. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and go live on Instagram real quick. Boom. My full process from data to Dispo. All right. Done. Let's go ahead and go live. All right, sweet. So thanks so much. Checking connection. We are now live. All right, cool. So now that we're here, today we are going to dive into our full data to Dispo process. So I'm talking about from every single thing that we do, from getting the lead, the data that we use, and then dispositioning it. So pretty excited about that. So this says right here on my Instagram live that they're telling people that I've started a live video. I really hope it's actually telling people. It did not last time. Now, for those of you who want to kind of view this live, I am doing it. Let me just make sure. I'm currently live on Facebook, Instagram, but it's not working. This is strange. You're telling people, but it's not. Nah, there we go. Perfect. So, all right, we're live, and I don't know if it notified people. Oh, it did. Hello, everybody. You're here now. So fantastic. Okay, so for those who want to see, I'm going to be going through this on my shoot, I don't even know. I got 100 tabs on here. Let me just see which one it is. I'm gonna be walking everybody through my data to Dispo process, which is gonna be cool for you guys to see this in like real time. So just as it is, and if you want to see it like shared screen, everything like that, I am going to have it on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel. It's super easy to see. Just go to youtube.com. It should just be Devin Robinson. But then also, if you guys take a look at this and you guys want it, DM me the word map or process map and you will get it. But I'm going to go ahead and switch on over. Let me see here on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and share, pull up the right screen here so that I can share my data to Dispo process map. And so, yo, Southeast Foreclosures, my guy Q is in the building. Check him out now. So for all of you guys to see here, it's over here on YouTube right there, just like that. And what I am showing is my data to Dispo process map. So this is what I'm actually going to be going through here. And if you want a better look at it, I will keep it like this. But also you can see it's on my YouTube right here. You could just go to like, I don't know, my channel is Devin Robinson or something like that. And it's on there. But if you want this, want this as a template, DM me the word map or maps and it'll just get sent to you, which is cool. So I think I'm going to move this so that this can stay like right here. Shoot, let me set this up. Sorry, y'all. Can you guys see that? You guys wrong way. Boom. So I'm gonna put that right there. Boom. Right over my shoulder. So you guys can see that process map right here. If you want to see like the best part of that process map, then make sure that you guys are going onto the YouTube channel because I'm about to dive into the process map. If you guys got questions, let me know as well. So this is how we do this. And I'm diving in. I'm teaching you guys like every single part of it right here. I think you guys can see this. What up in the chat? How you guys doing? Let's get it. All right. So this is how my data Dispo process map is set up. Again, you guys can check this out on my YouTube channel right here. But also you could see that like we have different parts of it right here. If you guys want this as a template, remember, DM me the word map or maps and I'll send it to you. But all right. And you could use this as a template. It's just a Google setup thing. So we have our data. We get it from 80/20, but also we've been getting it from kind skip tracing. If you want, I've got a code for that to get you guys a good little discount on that kind skip tracing. So that could be good for you guys. I wonder if you guys can still hear me. Let me see. I might actually put in a headphone over here. And if you guys have questions, I'd love to hear your questions. So make sure you guys are asking away. Should have got connected to my headphones. I think it did. Sweet. Oh, you know what? That is down. All right. Sweet. All right. So our data comes in, and I got this thing, and it says data, just because I like the visual of it. What happens is we clean this data. We figure out, actually, with kind skip tracing and their data, we actually get this predictive data. So we don't actually need to even really clean it. It's stacked data, which is really cool. So the data is stacked by motivation, and I can send you guys the link to sign up for it, but stacked by motivation, and then we skip trace it. We're pulling about 180,000 records a month. That's kind of what we've been doing. And that can be scaled down. Honestly, it doesn't have to be 180,000 records. It could be as little, as many, or as little records as you want. It doesn't have to be that many. Waiting to everybody in there. What's up, y'all? So it doesn't have to be 180,000 records. It could be as many as you want, but that's how many we pull. It costs about $4,800 a month to pull the data and skip trace it through kind. They have a 2-cent skip tracing that I don't suggest unless you just are going for cheapest as possible, and it's still pretty decent. But they also have a 6-cent skip tracing that I highly suggest. So you could go through something like Skip Matrix and Skip Genie. That's going to be like 14 cents a record, which gets to be a lot if you're pulling 140 or 180,000 records. So would not suggest it. The 6 cents one, actually pretty dang good. Then depending on what we use, we have Enzo Dialer and Smarter Contact. These are incredible. They are the best texting platform and cold calling platform that I have seen. So Enzo Dialer and Smarter Contact for sure. And then it goes through the process of like, if it's reached, then if they're not reached and it's a wrong number, then it gets terminated. But if they're reached and they're interested, it goes to a lead. If not, now there are different qualifications for these, but that's kind of what we have here. Like if they're not a lead and they want to be on the DNC, we put them there. But if they're not a lead right now, then we put them on a follow-up and recycle every 2 months. Then it turns into a lead. And so you can see I have different departments here, right? We have our first impressions. That's what we call our callers and our texters. And then you have our lead managers, which we don't actually really use anymore because we have a bunch of acquisitions, which we call like our home buying specialists or our Flare acquisition managers, or just like there's different names that you could do. And then we have our investor sales department. And you can see with this process map, it's a really good overview of the process as a whole, right? So you've got like the process here where this is where first impressions comes in. And then down here, this is where like this is where the lead manager part would come in. And then right here is where the acquisitions comes in. And then right here, and you can see there's a little even overlap of, right? This is our dispositions, our investor sales department into our TC department. So you can see there's some overlap. And then this is like where I come in if I need to get lending or anything like that. So this is the process from beginning to end, which is really cool. So you guys can see how the process goes. Let me just check it in. Check it in. No questions in here. Y'all ain't asking questions. Y'all don't need nothing. Y'all don't need me. Anyways. So I think y'all can still hear me. Can y'all still hear me? I think you can. Okay. So let's dive back in here. So this is for our lead managers. We kind of have it comes into Salesforce, assign campaign to the lead. So that could be either like if it's a foreclosure or if it's a PPC or a PPL, and we get our data a number of different ways, right? We talk about that. We talk about PPC, which is pay-per-click, PPL, Facebook ads, cold calling, texting, door knocking. They get different campaigns for those. And those campaigns are like follow-ups or like automated campaigns. So there's so many different ways to be able to grab those. And then you call the lead and confirm the in-person appointment. That's what we'd rather have, an in-person appointment. Is it a qualified lead? If yes, an in-person is set. Is it going to be on phone? Then a phone lead is set and then add to Salesforce to be claimed. If it's not a qualified lead, then we add it to our drip campaign in person. Now, the whole point of this process map is for somebody on your team to see the process from beginning to end, to know where they come in, where they align, and then what their process is. Now, what these are not is these are not like SOPs. These are not the procedures. So each of these process has a more defined procedure. How do we add it to a drip campaign? How do we confirm that? How do we put it in Salesforce? This is a 30,000 foot view overview of when we get a property from the data to the dispositions to when it gets sold, right? So like from here to here to close. This is the overall process, and this is important for people to know and have. Now, when a lead comes in, whether it's an in-person lead or a phone appointment, it's good for our team, especially if we are trying to scale a company, hire more people, bring them on. You definitely want them to see these different parts of the process here. Let me see. What I might do is actually bring this down here. I have this chat right here. I'm actually going to move this over here. So in case anybody says something on the chat, I could still see it. But nobody said anything on the chat. So this is so you guys could see on both screens the data to Dispo process map. What I also have, which is really cool, that I don't know if you guys, accountability chart. So our accountability chart is really important to have as well, because you have the overall process, right? The overall process of what we do. And then we have the accountability chart of who is responsible for that process. So just so you guys can see on the chat but like we have the overall who is responsible. So we have like me, our COO, like our director of sales, and then one of the other owners. What are they responsible for? So like PF Property Solutions, that's Darius. Marketing, that's me. Acquisitions, dispositions, transaction coordination, project management, human capital, finance, operations. So we have who's responsible for that. So then what you end up having in here is like, all right, if Leslie's our sales manager, then we have our director of first impressions, which is Ahmed, and then we have some acquisitions people. Who do these people report to, and what are the roles they're responsible for? So that's what this is, which is like crazy to have this. It's not crazy. This is actually very, very useful, because you could see like TC has multiple people under TC, or like first impressions has quality control, cold calling, texting. And then who are those people in each of their departments? What are their responsibilities, and who do they report to? So these are little parts, right? These are really important for your team to know, so that there's a ton of role clarity, so you can have goal clarity. You see what I did there? And so then you have these roles, right? You have these different things like the process. So each part of that process, somebody needs to own it. Somebody owns some parts of these processes. So this is really, really helpful as you're trying to build and scale a company, to have these process maps or to have these accountability charts, so people know what the overview of the process is, and they know what to be accountable for, and then who to be accountable to those things. So when we hire somebody and we come in and we go, okay, a phone appointment looks like this. You have the phone appointment, you're gonna run your comps. Do you have time to run your comps before the call? If not, ask somebody else on the team to help you. And then if so, then you're gonna go ahead and input those comps into our underwriting spreadsheet. And then from there, contact. If they're not reached, you're going to add them to the follow-up sequence. If they are reached and you made an offer and they're not interested, add them to the follow-up sequence. Or if they're not interested, then we're going to have one of our managers do a survey call in the next 24 hours. I'm going to actually add that. Next 24 to 48 hours. So we're going to have a customer survey call to say, hey, how was that? And then that gives our manager an opportunity to actually come in and close that deal. So it's really cool. So then we're going to create it in DocuSign. If there's no contract on call, text when the contract is sent, set up a time to go over the contract, follow up. Contract on call, contract signed. Different if we're in person. Set up a pre-appointment drip campaign, run the comps, input comps into the calculator to make sure you know what your maximum allowable offer is, as well as what some of the comps are saying in the area. Confirm appointment, put together our property pack, like our credibility packet, and then head on over to it. So again, you're seeing the overview of the process. Very important when you're onboarding somebody, so they know what does the process look like. And then each of these have their own procedure, right? They have their own SOP. And I think, let me see, this is where we get kind of crazy for you guys. Probably have never seen, maybe you have, I don't know, but we have our SOPs that you could 100% see in here. Let me show you. So if we go in here, you could see all of our SOPs. So products, all of our products. So you could see here, we put our SOPs like this. So then if we have a new person on our sales team, they can come in here and it looks like this for them. This is really awesome. So this is what I'm talking about, the little procedure thing. So you have the overview of the process here, and then you have the procedure here, which is like, okay, so if my team, the acquisition team is looking at underwriting and they want to know, okay, how do I comp properties? Then they can see here, or they could go into this underwriting sheet right here where it's like, okay, this is how you underwrite. And it's a video of me showing them how to underwrite a deal. And then the step-by-step of it on a PDF. You go here, you click this, you click that, you click that. So like having these things, it seems like a lot. And I know like you're probably like, holy smokes, that's a lot of stuff. But this is just what I've been able to build out over time. So you'll see here, and actually you guys have this. If you guys join, you guys have this. So make sure if you guys want to even get my underwriting sheet, you can either DM me the word map or maps, and it'll take you to the ability to join our school community completely free. I've got a free course in there, 100% free. And then like I have my underwriting stuff in there so you could see all of that. And even one of these templates. So you can grab this template and contextualize it to your company. Now, from there, right? So now we're going to go from our acquisitions. You've got our dispositions, our investor sales department. Does anybody have questions anyways? Oh, everyone owns Steve J. Everyone owns who owns the responsibility of keeping these docs updated? That's great. We actually have people ops. So we don't call it HR with our company. We're at the point where we kind of, what was the software used? Go High Level. Yeah. So I used Go High Level for our SOPs. It's way easier. I've used things like Trainual, but Trainual honestly costs like $200 a month plus $25 per person. I was like, no way, not doing that. So I actually use Go High Level to house our SOPs because it allows me to have it in the course-like platform, and I don't have to pay extra for more users. So you could see like each department has their own SOPs, and then I have a full SOP for the whole entire company right here. So this is like everything. It's a lot, but you can see it still goes. So there's videos on every single part of our company. We even have like in Salesforce, you could see like Salesforce, acquisitions, dispositions, errors and troubleshooting, transaction coordination, all of that stuff is in here. And that's important for us to have. And you can see it like, if you want to see like a little bit more, but yes, it's Go High Level. So that's what we use for our SOPs. So you can see if I go in here, transaction coordination, data, first impressions, creative financing, all of that stuff in here. Data, disposition. So if I'm like, hey, here's your 30, 60, 90, here's how you reverse engineer finding buyers on Buyer Sonar, which is what we use for buyers. I'm not sure why it's not loading, but they could come in here and see all this significantly cheaper than Trainual. So yes, so we have like an HR, but we call it People Ops. So she's kind of the director of People Ops. So that's who keeps these updated. I try to, but it's pretty difficult. So now we go to disposition. So let's say disposition gets it. They do our welcome call. So our welcome call, they're going to gather pictures. They're going to gather, and we have a questionnaire that they go through with the sellers. So they gather picture or information on the property that they need to, honestly, if they want to go ahead and put it on like the MLS, anything like that, they're going to need the information, and they get more information during this welcome call on one, they set up expectations for how many times we're going to have to come to the property, as well as how we're going to get pictures. They're going to put a lockbox on, all of that stuff. That is all during this welcome call. And then we get those pictures. We run our comps for a potential sales price. And then we get approval on that sales price. If we need to renegotiate, then we try. So it's good to have our disposition team try to do that. Or if we really need to, our acquisitions manager do that. If we can't renegotiate, then we cancel the contract. We don't want to get stuck with a bad contract. And so that's why we have multiple people running those comps. If we can, then we're going to go ahead and set up an inspection. Inspections are good to have, and your people are going to want to have inspections. Your buyers, if you can show them an inspection, they're not going to have to go back and ask 100 times, oh, can I see the property? Can I do this? Can I do that? No, we've got an inspection for them. Makes it so easy. And then we have our exit strategy. Depending on what that is, either that's going to be an installment, a wholesale, or we're going to keep it on like a sub 2 or something. If we're wholesaling it, we have a process. Blast it out on third party like Investor Lift, post it on social medias, call all local proper buyers, and then we wait for about a week. And if we can't sell it off market in a week, then we list it on the MLS. Field inquiries, qualify prospective buyers, schedule showings, follow up on showings. Not interested, get feedback. Interested, negotiate, accept offer. Now, here's the crazy thing about this. I'm only showing you the data to the Dispo. I have a process map just for Dispo, just for this. And it's big, but it walks him through each step of the process for this. So this is like an overview, but we have more things that are just like a little bit more, more in line. Then we have, you know, if it goes to our TC department, what does it look like for our TC? We got to make sure they're getting third-party authorizations just in case we need to get payoff. Call foreclosure attorneys, contact sellers to make introductions, open title, depending on what our title company is, submit the EMD. Like this is all the stuff that happens within our TC department. And what does that look like? And you can see that stuff happens here before. You can see it completely aligns with the timeline here. So you see here, right here, we have showings. So then from here, now we're filling out B2C. If they accepted offer, now we're filling out the B2C contract. Boom. Submit the B2C, the title, additional things, making sure we have all of these on our checklist to make sure that we have our addendums, HOA paperwork, seller disclosure statements, inspection reports, lease agreements, holdback paperwork, wire information. All of that stuff gets sent to the title company 2 days before closing. We're verifying closing times, locations, and we're closing. So this is the full process. Now, when you think about it, and if we go into here, I'll show you, like each department though has their own process maps. So it's not even like, oh, just process maps for one data to Dispo. No, like our acquisitions team, our investment team has a process map. So like here's the process map for our Dispo team, right? So you've got all of these these teams have all of these processes that they have to go through, right? So here's the process map for our Dispo team. Huge. They got to do stuff too. And this is the process. So when somebody onboards with our Dispo team, now they're learning this process map to make sure they have this dialed in, because that's important to have. So this is really cool. If you guys want to see like, I guess a little bit closer from the live here, just check out the YouTube channel. Or if you guys want like a template of these, DM me the word map or maps, and I'll send you a template and a walkthrough of this on how you can set up your own process map. So super easy for you guys to do. And, you know, just something to give you guys. So make sure you guys do that. Or you can join the school community completely free. And it's the REI Legacy School Community. I can't remember the website for it. But if you DM me, I can send it to you and you can grab all of this stuff. So it's super easy for you. So we can give you the templates on some of these things. So you always want to have the process. This is the overview of the process. Now what's crazy, again, each one of these sections has their own process map. Then when we onboard somebody from that department, they have their own process map that they learn and go through. And then again, there's an accountability chart. So then like what roles and responsibilities are they accountable for? And then who are they accountable to those things for? So it's really important if you're thinking about growing and thinking about having people on your team, thinking about some of these things, you want to make sure that you have these in place to help you with scaling. You want to make sure that you have these, you know, like we have these SOPs, and all of these SOPs are in, this course platform for us, so that it's easy and it's very user friendly for our team to take a look at how do they do certain things. And I guess my internet's not working the greatest. Otherwise, this would be getting pulled up. And this is showing you how to change offers in Salesforce, how to send contracts in Salesforce, how to do these things. Because ultimately, the last thing I want is to teach somebody something and then like they come back to me with the same stuff, and they keep coming back with me to me with the same stuff. And I'm just like, go check the SOP. Just go check the SOP. You'll see it in there. That's what we want ultimately, is for them to know, okay, I can go here. I can even search here the word offer, and everything that has offers, maximum allowable offer, offer contract, talking to direct to seller with PPL leads, with direct mail leads, KPIs, all that stuff. They could just search that from right in here. Makes it super, super easy. So this is kind of how I do this, y'all. I don't have many questions. Do you guys have questions for me? I'd love to answer any and all questions you guys have. Let me see if you guys are in the school community right here. Here's what's cool. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. If you're on my YouTube channel, make sure you join the school community. I need to fix the billing issue, but make sure you join my school community, because if you go into the classroom, you'll see a lot of these in the classroom. I've got some live seller calls. I've got some tips on capital raising. I've got even like, you know, like, okay, well, here's a calculator that you guys could use for your private lenders, or underwriting calculator that you guys may have questions about. Here's that underwriting calculator in that spreadsheet. So like, make sure that you guys join the school community. It's completely free. And if you guys want to dive in deeper, I don't usually tell anybody about this, but I do have like a coaching community. It's a much cheaper monthly thing, but it's like it's like group right now. There's only 6 people in it because I don't tell anybody about it. But it's a group right now where I will go in every single week and answer all of your questions. So pretty cool. You could do that too. That's just like a really low monthly fee compared to like what anything else would cost. I just want to make it easy as possible, but I don't really care. Join the free group. You'll see the free stuff in here. Take advantage of that. Does anybody, Big Hat 33, hey, Half. I'm repping, bro. I'm repping the Fat Boy Fitness, right, chill, homie? That Fat Boy Fitness, repping it. So make sure you guys dive in. If you guys have any questions or need anything, I guess I'm gonna hop off because like I don't have any. Nobody's asking me any questions, so I think I might hop off here. Let's see, on YouTube, I only got a couple of people. You're asking about who owns the responsibility of keeping these, and I already answered that question. Our director of people ops. She be killing it. Cool. All right, well, y'all, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave this up in my YouTube channel, so you guys can definitely go and check this out. Make sure that you do. Dang, I didn't record it, but it's in my YouTube, so that's okay. Make sure that you guys check this out on the YouTube channel. If you guys need anything, let me know. I am here. Oh, it's all in the school community. Yep, all this stuff is in the school community. It is, yeah, if you just go, what is this? If you just search like REI Legacy Community in School, or if you DM me, oh, hey, Devin, it's Ahmad Banks social profile. This is incredible. How did you find the time to create all this? Bro, can you discuss the installment? Yeah, sure. I can talk about some installment stuff for sure. So, how did I create all this stuff? I don't know, man. Honestly, if you knew my team is like, how do you have time to do? Of course, I appreciate you. Of course, my team is like, well, I don't even understand how you have time to do any of this stuff, and neither do I. But I want to make sure I do it and give a ton of value for you all. So I try to do it. Okay, so Steve, yep. So when it comes to the installments, I actually just gave a little class on that, and I think in this classroom in here, I teach a little bit of a seller call of the installments, right? I think I have like an installment method call in here. I'll add it in there if I don't. But essentially what the installment method is it allows us, can you pull up the installment process map? Oh, I do have an installment process map actually. My guy's asking for all the goods right now. Let me see. I think I might have an installment process map. I don't have an installment process map right now. I have a novations process map, but those are not the same. Similar, but not the same. Yeah, my novations process map is crazy. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. That junk is crazy. Sheesh. Look at this novations process map. I still need to put together an installment process map, but it would be fairly simple. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Sheesh. That's the novations one. I will put together a installment process map. I actually don't have one. Thought I did. Okay, so how installments work though is, let's say we have a conversation with somebody. All right, we're getting on installments, and I am going to share. So instead of sharing my screen now, I'm just gonna throw it on right here. Whoosh. What up, y'all? What up, Doc? All right, so let's talk installments now. I just did like a little installment. Actually, if you DM me the word installment, you can get a free. No, it's not really a webinar. Scrum Master. What a name! My guy's name is Scrum Master. I'll take it. So it's not really a webinar. I'm not pitching anything. I'm not teaching any. I mean, I'm just teaching, man. And it's going to be recorded, and it's going to be on the YouTube channel, so you can definitely check it out in there. The live recording is also going to be in my school community, which is free. So like join that if you want. DM me the word map and get my template for the process maps. That'll go straight to you if you just DM me map/maps. You'll get my template for the process map. If you want to watch this recording, that's going to be in the school community, and it's also going to be on my YouTube channel, which I'm currently live on right now. Oh, what did I just do? Nothing. Okay, cool. All right, so how installments work, pretty simple. It's where we go ahead and we have a conversation with the seller, and let's say you want to give the seller a cash offer, and that seller doesn't necessarily like your cash offer. They want a higher offer. And because of the way either it's a nicer property or the property doesn't need a whole lot of work, we know that we could put it on the MLS and get a much higher amount, which then allows us to offer the seller more. So it provides a ton of solutions where ultimately a cash offer may have been the only option for somebody. Sorry, I'm moving this now. You can hear? I'm glad. Oh, whoops. Oh, you can't hear. Yo, I hope people have been hearing me this whole time. If you have not been hearing me, that would suck. But anyways, if you can hear me, join my YouTube channel, then you can like check it out on there. So I'm getting this out of the picture frame. So if you, so then what ends up happening is because, no, maybe if I took this out, let me just take that out, put this up, and then maybe you guys can hear me now. Okay, maybe you can hear me now. I don't know. Okay, you can hear me. Sweet. It must just be them. All right, so, and you can hear on YouTube. Sorry about that, guys. This is on Instagram down here. So like we can be able to offer that person. And by the way, for anybody who like wasn't here before, if you DM me the word map or maps, I'll give you the template to my process maps. That should be super easy. It's also in my free school community in the classroom section where I have like a whole course for free. I don't want you to pay for anything. It's all free in there. So make sure you join. So the installment, then what we can do is because we know that we can list it on the market, then we go to them and we say, hey, can't give you that cash offer, but you might be able to qualify for our installment offer. We will need a little bit more time, a little bit more access because we're going to take care of all of the conveniences of you don't want to list it with a realtor. You don't want to take care of the paperwork. You don't want to do any of that stuff. You don't want to do any repairs. We will take care of all of that stuff for you so you don't have to worry about it. And so then that's the really big benefit of it. So then we also say, I can get you that extra money and we can get you like $1,000 non-refundable in your pocket. So, or $500 at minimum. So then we end up going, and if you want to learn more about this, you can DM me the word installment and then I'll send you a full like write up on it. Super easy. So I'm trying to get you guys all this free gear, all this free stuff just for being here. So I appreciate you. So then what ends up happening, and we got for people who just joined, we got from our data to Dispo process map. And now people are asking questions about installments, but we've done a lot. So then what ends up happening is our title company will then go and take our installment contract. We do 2 closings. At the first closing, which is like once title clears, our title company will take the installment contract, record it with the county. So then now we take that non-refundable deposit that gets recorded with the county, and then as a real equitable down payment towards the purchase price of that property. And now we have real equitable ownership over that property. So then now we can actually go and you can do a lot of things. You can list the property on the MLS and then you can sign all the documents. The seller doesn't have to sign any of them because you are actually legally the owner of that property by equitable ownership. So it's really, really cool. So if you guys are interested in this, DM me the word installment and I'll send you a whole free thing that walks you through all of this stuff. So I know I'm flying through it because we were talking about my processes, process map, accountability chart. But now like happy to answer any of those questions. So in that process, our title company records it with the county. We now have equitable ownership. Now we can go ahead and we can list the property on the MLS. We can still sell it to a cash buyer and we're fully protected because that seller can't go and pull out any debt. They can't sell without us. They can't do anything because when somebody goes to pull title, they see us as an equitable owner. Like we're an owner. We have to sign off on that stuff, which is cool. So I'm super protected and it's legal. I am a legal owner, so I can market that property in all of the states. So I don't have to worry about regulations. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's really cool, super fascinating. So it's a lot of really good stuff in there. So that's kind of the overview of installments. I do need to put together an installment process map like I have with that Novation one. That is a really great idea, Steve. Thanks for letting me know. And then we can throw that in there. So yeah, so for those who missed, went over like my full data to Dispo process map where I walked through like what are our full processes from beginning to end in the company. And if you want a copy of this or a template of this, just DM me the word map or maps, and I'll get this to you. We also talked about our accountability chart, which talks about who is accountable for what in our company and what role, which is really important as well. No, Steve, your name does not get added to the deed because you're not actually transferring deed. You're just equitable owners on title. And then how it works is, let's say I give you 200, like we have a contract for 200,000. Once I pay off that 200,000 in full, and typically that's going to come from me finding a buyer that pays it off in full, then the deed is transferred over to me and then transferred to that buyer kind of simultaneously. So there's no deed transfer in this. It's just me going on title as an equitable owner. Good question. Good question. Fantastic question. And again, like one of the other things, I don't pitch this, and this would be like the only time. If anybody wants like any in-depth, this is not installment. I teach installment. I can't give contracts or anything like that. But if anybody has any questions about installment stuff and wants, I can definitely send you some info on that. But if anybody wants any like more detailed coaching at like a cheaper level, so it's not like I'm not even charging a whole lot for it. I do have like a small like coaching. There's only like 6 people in it because I don't push it at all. If you guys are interested, let me know. But super excited. Get as much free stuff as you can in this free community. Because look, guys, here's the classroom right here. You can see all of this free stuff that you guys can grab, live calls, all that stuff. There are underwriting sheets and everything in here that you guys can grab for free in this free school community. So check it out. If you guys need anything, let me know. But awesome. Any more questions? I love questions, y'all. Love questions. Let me check it out. I think that looks like that's it right now. Please add your info you'd like us to DM you at. Oh, Devin.Robinson1 on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm live on Instagram right here. If you don't know me on Instagram, it's Devin.Robinson1, and I can send you all of that info. But like Steve, I'm pretty sure you're in the school community, so everything that you are asking for should be in the school community. Oh, no, you want installment stuff. Yeah, installment stuff. I'll put that in the school community as well. Installment info. So I'll add that on so it'll be super easy for you guys to get that. Wing bus driver sent a request. Bro, I don't know you. If I knew you, maybe. I don't know you. That would be crazy. I don't know what you'd come into my live with. That would be crazy. Okay, installment method info. Cool. Sweet. Info. Sweet. I'm adding that right now to the school community so you guys can check that out. But y'all, this is fun. I love going live. I love answering your questions. Make sure you guys keep coming with more questions because I will keep asking them. Now in the school community, great. I was watching YouTube under the name. Yo, I freaking love you, bro. I know you and I love you. That's awesome. That's Sterling, right? Can you send me the info for joining the school community? Yeah, of course. Shoot, I think if you like DM me the word school, just DM me and I'll send you, just DM me and I'll send you the info to join the school community. Like super easy. I'll send you all that stuff. Yeah, it's free, 100%. You can grab all that free stuff in there and hopefully it's super helpful for you. So, I definitely want to make sure that you guys are taken care in there just cause it's, why not? Okay, cool. And yeah, yo, awesome. Okay, cool. Y'all, this has been great. This is fantastic. This is also going to go on my YouTube channel. It is live. It is in there. And then I'm going to add this recording into the school community, keep it on my YouTube channel so you guys have it. If you guys need anything along the way, have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Steve, I appreciate you. The fact that you said that I'm a real go-giver, man, that means the absolute world to me. I definitely want to be as helpful as I possibly can. So we went over everything. From our full process map for our company, our accountability chart. If you're interested in getting your own template for that, just DM me the word map or maps. That'll get sent right to you. If you guys want to check out more installment method stuff, DM me the word installment. that will go to you. And then if you want to check out the free school community that has like honestly a free course with a ton of stuff in there, make sure that you DM me the word. Actually, just DM me and I'll send you the school community for that. I'll send you everything you need for that. I would love to make sure that you all are taken care of across the board. All of it is free. I don't need anything. I don't want anything from you. Just make sure that you DM me so I can give you the free stuff. Okay? So I look forward to it. I appreciate you all. I'm super thankful for you. And I'm going to go live a lot more often. Let's just freaking do it. I love it. All right? If you want to see this recording, it's on my YouTube channel, and which only has like 300 subscribers. So it's nothing crazy. I'm trying to just give value to you all. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and I appreciate you all. Peace. Hey, no, actually, this is like my new saying. I love this saying, and I believe in it to the core of who I am. To great success and greater impact. Peace. All right.